here. Make sure y'all like the stream. I'm your host, Jada Black. Salute to everyone that's here early. I appreciate that. Of course, like the stream. Shout out to the moderators, the channel members, the patrons, the people that buy shirts, the people who follow me on all of my other social media platforms, the alternative platforms on Rumble and Odyssey. You can never be too careful, you know? But I appreciate y'all being here. Earth knew exactly who that was from. Earth, who sung that song? Earth, who was the group that sings that song? Let's see who's here. We're gonna talk about 50 Cent. We're gonna talk about his son, who have the same character traits as 50 Cent. Man, both of them are petty. I think both of them have the same type of nature, but I think 50 Cent is on a different level. Let's see who's here. Trill, Hello Kitty, Emil, Harbor was good. Sir Yeetus, KMC, G Mom, Chocolate City Gemini, Ricky E, 245 was good. Latasha, what's up? Juan Carlos, Sean S, Frizza, Yakuza, Sydney, Steven Brown was good. Eric, Irv, Brian, probably ought to say the name. Gerald, Janelle was good. M Feminist Tears. Dion was good, Dion. Antonio was good. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. I've spoken about in one of my recent videos. I'll talk about what happens when you have these. I'm saying spoiled, but you have these entitled sons of successful men. You got entitled daughters of successful men too, but these single mothers go to work on their sons. What's good, Thomas? Richard was good. What's good, Mark? And I want y'all to understand that this is what a lot of these women do. They like to turn their sons against the fathers. I posted a video today, right, of Fabulous, right? If you haven't seen that video, make sure y'all go and check it out. Well, after the stream. And his ex-girlfriend, I don't know if they were married. I haven't seen anything where they got married. They're probably basically common law couple. Was good, Van Bibbins. Like the stream, people. Her grown daughter decided to call out Fabulous, right? And one of the things that she highlighted was how he showed more attention towards his sons, more so than his youngest daughter, who I believe is 2 years old. And she talks about how he has brainwashed and he manipulates his sons, because I guess his sons don't dislike him, even though she's not even Fabulous's biological daughter. She's basically was his stepdaughter, and I'm sure he took very good care of her. And she's talking about how young boys are manipulated, and that's and that's why he shows affection towards them, is because they're manipulated. Does that make any sense? So because sons actually respect and love their father, that means that they are manipulated. That is the mindset of your Western woman, and why I tell y'all, wifing these women is a waste of time and a waste of energy. Fabulous basically raised her as if she was his own daughter, and now because she's dating a rapper, she feels like she can expose him and put him on blast, fighting her mother's battles. See, no good deed goes unpunished, right? You try to be there, you dating this woman, you embrace her daughter, only for her to then grow up and try to make you out to be the bad guy. It's good, Aaron. Salute to everybody that's here. I have some interesting videos I'm going to play. I'm going to play the video of this entitled young man here. Y'all see him? We're going to get into Marquis and why males like Marquis are, you know, they are their own worst enemy. You know, instead of him burying the hatchet with 50, because I will say this, though. When they have had their issues, it seems like 50 has been overly dismissive of him. And it seemed like Marquis, you could tell he's a guy that feels like he was abandoned by 50 Cent. But the one thing that Marquis should have done growing up was to never take his mother's side and to never fight his mother's battles. You know, taking pictures with people that 50 Cent don't like. But meanwhile, in text messages, you trying to be a son. You want your father in your life. But let me say this too about the Fabulous situation. I did a video on it on my Jada Black channel. Y'all go check it out. Fabulous helped raise Tayana. Shout out to Brian.
I remember you covered this topic a few months back.
Yes.
I believe that disgruntled male who called into that live stream was Marquis, possibly Law.
It could have been, and shout out to Brian for remembering that. That could have been Marquis. You never know with these males. I've had dudes call into my show saying that they were somebody that I was speaking about or close to somebody I was speaking about, but then they try to pretend they're not that person. That's why I tell y'all that my call-ins would get out of hand. Because I know you people, it's just like the Instagram model with the boyfriend that she had that called into the show. At least they weren't pretending to be somebody else, and then they actually probably were that person. You know, these people know when their feelings are hurt and when I'm right. But let me get back to Fabulous real quick. Fabulous helped raise Tayana. Got her in. Listen, if it wasn't for Fabulous, Tayana Williams would not have been able to date a rapper. Because there's a lot of attractive biracial or Latina women in New York that would have gotten noticed. But because of who her mother was being on reality TV, and that was because of Fabulous, G Herbo would have never heard of her. She would be lost in the shuffle. She'll be another female with like 15,000 followers talking about she's a fitness, like she's not fitness, but she's a fitness trainer with an OnlyFans, right? Not all of a sudden all these heifers want to be fitness trainers. They done went to the gym and allegedly built them a butt only for them to try to flip it to make money. Instead of these women trying to actually go and do, you know, jobs in corporate America, be a doctor, a lawyer, maybe a registered nurse or something like that, they want to be fitness trainers all of a sudden. It's good, Zoe. Yeah, make sure y'all like the stream. If it wasn't for Fabulous, Tayana would have never gotten into those circles to be able to meet and date a rapper. Yeah, she was a side piece. Tayana Williams was a side piece. And G Herbo left Ari because she was putting hands on G Herbo. Let's be real. G Herbo was in a vulnerable state. You know, he was with an abusive woman. And Tayana was right there to pick up the pieces. Because this all ties in together. So I don't want y'all to make it seem like, well, when did he get to the point? This is the point. I'm talking about these ungrateful children who grow up and now they want to disrespect the people who took care of them. Like Marquis, 50 Cent paid for a house for your mother and her boyfriends to live in. He paid child support faithfully. Only for his son to have his mother's tendencies. He looks like his father, but he has his mother's tendencies, right? And he's upset at 50. Why? Because he wasn't there. Let me tell you something, Marquis. You're 25 years old. At some point as a man, you have to walk your own path. If you don't want to be up under your father, that's fine. But to dislike your father because of child support, because he still hasn't given a good reason as to why he has issues with his father, because he don't know. But 50 Cent is not going to play games with Marquise. He's not going to grovel. He's not going to speak to you like, why don't you want to be my son? Because men like 50 Cent are not about to play childish games with you adult males. You got these single mother identified males who are mad at their fathers, who financially did take care of them, but you're not gonna look at your mother and ask her why she has such an adversarial relationship with 50 Cent. It's because your mother wanted to do things her way. And I saw something where I guess Marquise was getting backlash for the interview he did with Choke No Joke. And he talked about how, man, I've been hustling since I was 13. Well, if you've been hustling since you was 13, why are you so pressed about child support? Why is you and your mammy so pressed about child support? If I were you, Marquise, I would have tried to fix the situation with 50. I think there was an opportunity for him to do it, and he didn't do it because he's a mama's boy. He's a mama's boy. And the thing is, his mother has other children. Don't she have a daughter? What's good, Be Fierce? Listen, we all love our mothers, but you can't sit there and try to fight your mother's battles, be upset at the same people she's upset with because you don't know the story. You don't know what she has said and done when you weren't there. Of course, she's going to make it one-sided. That's why you don't take sides when it comes to your parents. And if your mother was a real one, she would have told you not to take sides. But she never did because she was a bitter woman who realized that 50 Cent was not going to marry her, that 50 Cent was going to go on with his career, and she was going to be left behind. This is the same woman who tried to extend her child support another, 2 years? And the courts was like, nah, no, we're not about to do that. And I believe with her last child support check, this heifer went and got a BBL. Now, y'all can go and look it up to verify that, but I mean, that's what the before and afters. There's a video of her walking on set to some useless podcast, and the assets were bigger. Okay, this is what these heifers do. This is why you don't take sides in your parents' beef. Stay out of it. Okay, because you don't know what your mother has done to make the situation toxic. Because trust me, these heifers can be very toxic. They like to turn their children against the fathers. It's a game to them that they have to win. Yeah, Marquise has been very petty himself. And 50 Cent don't care you his son. If you cross boundaries, he has zero right to embrace you as his son. And 50 Cent, he doesn't have to embrace you. He went and made another son that he's going to make sure he's around and that his mother doesn't turn him against him like Marquise's mother did. I read 50 Cent's first book. He said his baby mama left him before he blew up as an artist. Is that true? That's because she thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side. And it wasn't. And she missed her opportunity. You know what, Be Fierce, he said that he was started hustling at 13, and I saw the article when he said he was going to do that. But But if he was too lazy to do it, I could see why 50 Cent just threw up his hand and say, okay, I'm done. Because he getting online and he's showing off all this money. I'm going to show y'all the pictures. This dude is online showing off pictures of him holding money. Bro, we don't even know what you do for a living. What company do you own? What property do you own? Do you have employees? Do you know what an EIN is? Have you filed any paperwork? Do you have any LLCs? Why are you walking around with all this money? Who you trying to impress, Marquise? I don't think 50 is impressed. You're a 25-year-old man. Okay? You're like what? You're like 8 years younger than me. You like 8 years younger than me. I remember seeing you in 50 Cent's Wankster video. And now you out here hurting because what? You didn't have a good relationship with your father? Join listen, there's a lot of men out here who didn't grow up with the best relationship with their fathers because their mothers was running interference. That's what these heifers do. That's why their dating lives are terrible. Because what happens is that toxic energy that they're giving towards their baby's father, it seeps over into their relationships. That's why their relationships completely fall apart. And now, as a 25-year-old man, you're still complaining about how what you got for him wasn't enough. Completely, unbelievably ungrateful. And let me tell you something right now, Marquise. I know you're not going to have a functional relationship with any children you have. Because look at how you are with your father. You don't even have a functional relationship with your father. My dating life is lit. Listen, if you have a good dating life, then, shout out to you. Brent, I was 25 when I started making videos. When I started making videos, I was 25. I've been doing this for about 9 years. I've been making content for about 9 years. So you do the numbers. If I started let me see. Almost 9 years. It's about, I think it's about 8. 8 years. I've been doing this since I was 25. If you look at the number, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I started doing YouTube, I was Marquis' age. What he is now. And I understood working for self, being self-sufficient, not chasing these heifers, not having daddy issues. I've had my issues with my father, but I repaired them. I repaired them before, You have to repair these relationships, man. You don't want to have issues with your parents. Who wants to have issues with their parents? Seriously. Who wants to have issues with their parents? Nobody. So hopefully Marquise can come to his senses instead of trying to be his father and actually try to have a better father-son relationship, Shout out to everybody that said, make sure y'all like the stream. Oh, Kevin, I have plenty of lost videos in the vault, sir. I've added some to my Patreon. I got live streams that's on my Jada Black channel that all of them are on private because they were done between 2017, 2018. But I've released some of them on Patreon. I got more that I'm going to put on Patreon. I may put them up for the members as well. But yeah, I have plenty of videos. I had a whole channel full of archived true red pill content, but that channel was done away with by YouTube. And that was like almost 4 years ago. So yeah, I've had plenty, and I've done tons of videos, That's just consistency. So yeah, of course I have vaults. Not as big as they should be, but yeah. I was 25 when I was 24. Then 25 is when I really got going. And even then, I felt like I had missed so much time. I'm like, I should have been doing this when I was 20. I should have been doing this when I was 20. Salute to everybody that's here. I'm gonna show y'all what this Marquis had to say. This is a guy that just doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. But one day he might. Let's say if he has children, he's gonna understand exactly what 50 Cent is talking about. All right. Let's see. Let's go to this Choke No Joke video. It's about 2 minutes long. Just hit the like button.
$700 a month.
Okay. And I can't buy socks?
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
Right.
$6,700 a month, right? $6,700 a month in the state of New York City. You do the math.
Oh, I done the math. I've been in child support, bro. I went to jail for it. So I said, so
okay, cool. $6,700 a month, right?
$6,700 a month, right?
You're talking about a Forbes lister. Hold on, wait, listen. You're talking about somebody that has problems with everybody. You can't just live in any neighborhood.
Yeah, and you're taking pictures with the people that he has problems with. And in nowadays, I don't think 50 Cent has any beef that stems from his old neighborhood. None of that stuff, But didn't 50 Cent buy y'all a house in a nice neighborhood? This is why his mother should have moved him out of New York. Marquise's mother should have moved him out of New York. But did she do that? I'm not 100% sure, but didn't he end up moving to Atlanta? I don't know if he still lived in New York or New Jersey, right? But didn't 50 buy you a house in a nice neighborhood?
$81K is not a substantial lot of money.
Hold on.
You can't just live anywhere.
And if he's contributing $6,700, that means your mom's got the other half. It ain't just for him to just take care of you. She got to take care of you. $700. Where's her $6,700?
That's what these mama's boys don't get. Your mother, who wants primary custody, that's the thing that we don't talk about. A lot of these women, these single mothers, go to court because they want primary custody. They tell the judge, yes, I can raise my children on my own. But then on the other hand, I can't do this alone. I need child support. I need help. But you're the one going to court, keeping the children from the father and saying, I can raise them on my own. If that woman cannot afford to raise those children on her own, she should not get primary custody. They need to stop giving primary custody to women that cannot afford those children. Stop alienating the father who could actually take care of those children.
Go with it.
It's $6,700 a month.
Now y'all got 12, 1,300,
Oh
now 13,000 a month.
Oh my! See, hold on. Yo, choke. This is where you get it. This is where it goes down a bad path, brother. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yo, bro, 6,700. If I told you right now, right, you got to start your life over right now with 6,700 a month and rebuild your life.
Yes.
Can you do it?
With 60.
Bro, you know how many people work 5-6 days a week and don't make $6,700 a month? They work damn near every day. They only got like 1 day a week off, working overtime, and they don't make $6,700 a month? Are you saving money? No. Are you investing a little bit here and there? No. Are you learning skills? No. Are you starting businesses? You know, there's businesses you can start with little to no money. Ain't doing that. That child support money was for your basic needs financially for each month. If you needed stuff for school, if you needed, just basic stuff that you may need. That's not for rent. That's not for your utility bills. That's not for no vacations. That's not for no BBLs. Because like I told y'all, I believe his mother took the last child support check and when it got her a BBL. That's not what child support is for. That's not what it is for. But a lot of you mama's boys think that your mother deserves it. No, your mother went to court and said, I can raise that child on my own. So ultimately, it falls on her, not 50 Cent, to take care of you.
700, I can.
You have nothing.
6,700, yes, I can. I'm from the
I'm
from either one. 6,700, I'm good.
That's what I'm
month,
saying.
Now and I want y'all to understand that's 6,700 by itself. We're not talking about the potential money that his mother could get. Let's say Marquis got a job. So not only are you working, your mother is working, you're getting this 6,700 a month from 50. There's ways of taking that money and utilizing it the best way. But you didn't do it. Y'all were living off that money. That was the problem.
I'm comparing it.
And look at the Eddie Murphy situation. I did a video about Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is paying $10,000 more of child support for one child to Mel B. He was paying $25,000, and Mel B say, you know what, that ain't enough for my lifestyle. So she went to court and got $10,000 more. Now again, that's a 15-year-old. In about 3 years, she ain't getting the shit from Eddie, and Eddie knows this. But still, Eddie bent the knee and gave her $10,000 more. I wouldn't have gave her $10,000 more. As a matter of fact, I would have went to court and say I'm not paying $25,000.
Yes.
And so,
with two
Choke,
kids.
this is what I'm saying to you. Choke, this is where you go wrong. You gotta stop comparing it. You comparing it to yourself, bro. You comparing it on your standard of lifestyle, bro. You cannot do that. Can't do that. Listen, Choke. I jumped out of a burning house, brother. I had nothing.
Okay. Now y'all.
I know what it feels like.
You say you jumped out of a burning house. Is it the house that 50 Cent paid for? So financially, he took the hit for that, right? Because he paid for it. Now, it was good that, you survived. Nothing happened to your family. But again, that's when you get into action mode and you start hustling. You claim you've been hustling since you were 13. You should have started hustling then. You should have been actually working with 50. All the resources that 50 Cent has, you could have benefited from that. But you wanted him to take care of you. That's the problem with these Gen Z and especially you millennial males too. You millennial males are disappointing as well. Y'all want people to take care of y'all. Oh, he was getting 6,700 in Atlanta, not New York. Well, that makes it worse. You can't utilize 6,700 a month in Atlanta. You know how much you can get you a nice house at an affordable number. Now, again, with inflation, I don't know if it's the same. Y'all can tell me what Atlanta real estate looking like. I know a couple of years ago, it was looking good. It was looking good. 2020 was a good year. If you look back on it for real estate, it compared to how it looks now. Now everything is inflated, man. You looking at some of these places, it costs what? Like a place you could have got for maybe 150, 200, 250 maybe. It's now up to 400. What? 400, 500 for that? Yes. This inflation is crazy. And yes, I'm putting all the blame on Joe Biden.
I have nothing, all right? I had to rebuild my life over with $6,700 a month.
Marquis, I know you feel like that ain't a lot of money, but it's a lot of people here watching right now. It's girls that's getting $200 a month, child.
I know what it feels like to have nothing, all right? It's $6,700.
I'm telling you, that's that single mother mentality. I don't have enough. Your mother was spending your child support on bum ass boyfriends, buying them Air Jordans, video games, right? G-Unit clothing. That's what your mother was spending her money on her boyfriends. She had boyfriends laying up in the, was it $2.4 million home? Why didn't your mother sell that home? Is it because she didn't have, she could have got, what she should have did was get the paperwork from 50 so she could have sold that home before the home caught on fire. If your mother was hurting for money that bad, now maybe 50 wouldn't have allowed it, but I'm just saying the home was paid for. Don't correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the home paid for? Costs about a brick now. Because listen, in the South, $6,700 a month can get you far if you take care of it and you find other hustles outside that $6,700. You can use that $6,700 to like I said, to start your own businesses. Some businesses don't cost as much as you think they do. But you have to have creativity. You got to be able to take risks. You didn't do that. Yes, the home was paid for. You know what I'm saying?
$100 a month.
Okay. And I can't buy socks?
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
Right.
$6,700 a month, right? $6,700 a month in the state of New York City. You do the math.
Oh, I done the math. I've been in child support, bro. I went to jail for it. So I said, so
okay, cool. $6,700 a month, right?
$6,700 a month, right?
Bro, there are OnlyFans models that aren't making $6,700 a month, okay? And if they are, they're not complaining.
You're talking about a Forbes lister.
Make sure y'all like the stream for this content.
Hold on, wait, listen. You talking about somebody that has problems with everybody. You can't just live in any neighborhood. $81K is not a substantial lot of money.
He can definitely learn a trade, man. That's what I want more black men to do. Learn trades, man. Learn how to utilize your hands and your mind to build things, to fix things. You could go back to school if you need to. And you know what I'm saying? Meet you a heifer. You can start dating you a heifer or two in school. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Be productive. Don't just be sitting on your ass on Facebook on a YouTube live stream, YouTube panel in your mama's house, or sitting on Instagram liking pictures all day. Go do something with yourself. Get off these dating apps. Focus on the money. Marquis is 25 talking about, well, he didn't do this and he didn't. You're a 25-year-old man. Be damned if I have a 25-year-old son pocket watching talking about how he didn't get this or that. Man, if you don't get your lazy ass out there and start working, doing something, all these skills that you can learn that will make you really good money, don't want to do it. Just lazy. Don't want to learn nothing.
You can't just live anywhere.
And if he's contributing $6,700, that means your mom's got the other half. It ain't just for him to take care of you. She got to take care of you. $700. Where's her $6,700?
See, that's what these males of today don't understand. Your mama is not supposed to be taking care of you after the age of 18. But because you guys are so lazy You don't want to do nothing. You just want to chase heifers that don't even want you. Go out there and get your money. It's not yours because you can't get it. It's not your money because you can't get it. Go out there and try to get some money, man. That need to be the word of the year. Getting money. Or the words of the year. Get money. Get paid. Y'all not doing none of that. They ain't doing none of that. Yeah, smoking hookah all day. That's all they do. That's all Marquis doing. Smoking hookah all day.
To go with
it's $6,700 a month.
Now y'all got 12, 1,300. Now 13,000 a month.
Oh my! See, hold on. Yo, choke. This is where you get it. This is where it goes down a bad path, brother. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yo, bro, 6,700. If I told you right now, right, you got to start your life over right now with 6,700 a month and rebuild your life.
Yes.
Can you do it?
With 6,700, I can.
You have nothing.
6,700, yes, I can. I'm from the I'm from either one. 6,700, I'm good.
That's what I'm
month,
saying.
nigga.
I'm comparing it to yourself.
I'm telling you, man, they don't know, man. Listen, I grew up in the 90s. You mean to tell me that if you getting that amount of money, that's not gonna, man, what? Like these, even though we ain't even we're not that far apart in age. I mean, it may seem like it, but we're not really. I'm older, but I'm not that much older. For him to know what it was like to grow up, I would say in the late 90s, early 2000s, how time has changed. The entitlement is insane. You had the mindset, you had to go work. It's only nowadays these guys don't understand that.
SMH. Yeah. G-unit person facepalming medium dark skin tone male sign.
Shout out to Jamie St. Patrick. Appreciate it. The mentality that we had was you had to go and get it. You had to work multiple jobs, go to Job Corps. You go work at these retail fast food jobs or whatnot, or you can go to school. You can learn skills. You had to go out there. There was nobody that was going to give you anything. And the fact that these males nowadays like him, they have this give me mentality. Yeah, that's right, Tamara. That 6,700 is a supplemental income. It shouldn't have been the main household income. Your mother had you in her care because she wanted people to believe that she could raise you on her own. That child support should not have been the main, because look at 50. 50 had to go out there and get on his own. That's why these males need father figures. Without father figures, old school father figures, these guys do not understand what hard work is.
His mom turned him into a son husband. I see plenty of single mothers do this.
Appreciate that. Yeah, they do that, Ma. Appreciate that. Because they don't have a man. Their son becomes their man. Child support is a way for lazy women to take money out of the pockets of men they don't want to be with and spend on other men that they want to be with. That's what it becomes. What's good, Bronx Eye? Jones, what's up?
What I'm saying to you, Choke, this is where you go wrong. You got to stop comparing it. You comparing it to yourself, bro. You comparing it on your standard of lifestyle, bro. You cannot do that.
What is your standard of lifestyle? Wearing chains and designer clothes and jewelry, going on shopping sprees? You males act like women. You supposed to make money to make more money. You got to spread your money out so it can make money for you. so you can retire early. So you don't have to be working into your 50s, 60s. Adult children, grandchildren, you still working because you didn't invest early in your life. You're spending your money on nonsense. I see that a lot too. A lot of you guys out here just throwing your money away. Not only are you dudes out here spending your money on designer bullshit and stuff that was made in China. Yeah, those Jordans you wear, those iPhones you buy, all that shit's made in China. So you can't say nothing about cheap stuff when you buy China-made goods, okay? But shout out to whoever get the iPhones though. I just had to make a point because these people love buying designer stuff, right? They love wasting their money on crap that they don't even need. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about having a room full of shoes and clothes and just needless stuff that you don't even need. Electronics that you ain't even using to make money. That's the type of lifestyle he needs. Driving cars that depreciate as soon as you take it off the lot.
Can't do that. Listen, Choke. I jumped out of
What's good, Ed
house,
Niece?
brother. I had nothing.
Okay. Now y'all.
I know what it feels like to have nothing, all right? And I had to rebuild my life over with $6,700 a month.
Marquise, I know you feel like that ain't a lot of money, but it's a lot of people here watching right now.
It's
girls that's getting $200 a month, child.
I know what it feels like to have nothing, all right?
Let's see, start there. But there's a longer version of this on Choke No Jokes channel. I was really trying to figure out whether I was gonna watch it because it was long. Let's see. Let's see. There's a longer version of him just crying about his daddy's money. A grown man crying about his daddy's money. You're a 25-year-old man or male, and you're crying about your dad's money. We got to stop this. You're not going to be successful if you're crying about another man's money, Marquise. That's why people are going in on you, Marquise, because of that. Salute to everybody that's here. I'm going to play the video from DJ Academics, okay? Shout out DJ Academics. I'm going to use your content on this when I have to. This video was hilarious. It was hilarious to me. So I'm going to check it out. It's from his King Academics channel. And he's going to post the messages that 50 Cent sent to Marquise and back and forth, right? So we're going to take a look at that. Make sure y'all like the stream.
What's this? So no caption needed?
Where you coming from? Truth?
What is this?
To the night to finish the job with Ghost. Make you proud of me. Take this back now.
What is this? What is this? What is it? Like, I never watched this shit before. What is this? It's a movie?
Let me skip some of this.
Come on, somebody.
It turns out the only person disappointed was me. Is it true?
It's what true?
Have you been using me this whole time to get revenge on Ghosts?
That slick motherfucker, man. He flipped you. You right, Sean. You got me. Whatever he said, it's the truth.
Okay, so here's the funny part about this. I've never watched Power, by the way, and I do think 50's a pretty decent actor. 50, like, going into this, 50 just reverted to himself like this is a real conversation. This ain't acting no more. This shit ain't acting.
Now you know.
Now I know.
This nigga talking like he had a Breakfast Club interview.
Yeah, you're right, I know. I know you're a piece of shit. I know Ghost was right to put you in jail, because that's where you belong.
Wait, that's what he's saying to his pops?
If y'all didn't know, I think 50 Cent put this in Power specifically to highlight his issues with Junior Marquis, right? And people have said that this scene was him basically referencing his son Marquis and what he's going through. This is the time that 50 is on. This is why I tell y'all, man, you cannot, there's certain people you can't cross. And it doesn't matter if they are a relative, if they are your parent. There's no going back. Especially if I feel like you just are not a good for me, a good placement in my life, I don't want you there. And 50 Cent is on that. And that's why a lot of y'all got to be careful who y'all burn bridges with. Stop siding with people when you don't know the whole story. Because this is how they're going to feel towards you and about you.
Not my father. You never have been. Just a bitter old thug. Ain't nothing more for you but the streets.
Damn, that's how you talking to his pops?
Yeah.
Where you going, kid?
I'm taking Tasha and the kids and I'm getting the fuck out of here.
And
you see that? You see that? You see how that? Let's see, like Brian said, this scene was probably his therapy. It probably is. 50 even bought him a Mercedes Benz for his birthday, and when he wasn't allowed to attend his graduation, shaking my head because of his mom. That's why I tell y'all he's a mama's boy. He's allowed he could have been, him and 50 could have had a father-son relationship where 50 would have introduced him to so many people, gotten him into so many doors, just upgraded his life financially to a point of greatness. And he chose to side with his mother, right? And you don't hear nothing from his mother, do you? Because she has been able to successfully brainwash him into being her weapon against 50 Cent.
Like that, you in a blunt, nigga. And just like that, nigga. And just like that, nigga.
Where you come from?
Damn. So he clapped his son, right? I remember that's a talk. Yeah, he clapped his son. Clearly, that's a response to his own son. Yo, 50 hate that nigga, man. 50 hate that nigga. Allegedly, 50 paid like damn near almost $2 million and also bought a crib for the moms. Like, so over the span of the child support, right? His son isn't getting child support. I'm talking about Marquis Jackson. Marquis Jackson, 50 Cent. His son ain't getting child support no more, right? But over the span of, the maybe 21 years that he paid child support, he paid like almost.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything recently about Marquis' mother. I did used to hear about things like a couple of years back, but recently I myself haven't. Now, if y'all have, then I can go and look it up, but I can say that I haven't seen people saying, oh, look at what 50's baby mom said. Now, she may be saying something on her social media that nobody cares about, which is probably what it is. No, that's how irrelevant she is, and no one cares what she has to say. All right?
$2 million and also bought a house. And recently,
make sure y'all like the stream, man.
Yo, I was getting about $6,700 a month from 50 in terms of child support, and that just wasn't enough. You know what I mean? And everybody just really went in on Marquis, and clearly this is 50 Cent responding. And people always thought, I believe, that that scene in Power where he killed his son. I've even heard about it. It's the first time I see this. I've heard about it before. They always said that scene was for his real son, which was like a kind of creepy. Like, why would you even want to picture you killing your son? And I get to realize, man, that nigga hate his son. Yo, you know what's so crazy? Bro, these two look exactly alike, dog. They look exactly alike. Yo, he looks like 50. Bro, he looks like 50 when 50 was younger. So crazy. Like, I've just, that's when I realized 50 was just a man about principle and also discipline. Yo, he couldn't even forgive his son for certain mistakes, maybe. I don't want to say his son made, but certain mistakes that happened in life. And he couldn't even chalk it up to say, that's a child, he don't know no better. That's a kid, he don't know no better. Damn, maybe.
Well, that's out the window because he's 25 years old now, and he knows exactly what he is doing. Shout out to Elijah.
50 Cent purchased this son husband a sneaker store that he refused because he didn't want to work.
And because someone said in the chat, his mother talked him out of it. Okay, Cheryl says he was on another platform and he called his mom on live because he's a mama's boy. He's his mother's ultimate weapon. And you have to be very careful of guys like that, man.
What is he going through? He don't know no better. 50 treated his son like a op. And that's crazy. You get what I mean? Like, that nigga really don't give a fuck. Yo, I remember, you ever watched you ever read the 50 Cent son text messages? You ever seen these messages? These are old text messages from 50 to his son.
Now, we about to get into the text messages that I told y'all about before I started the video, that there were some text message exchange that they had with each other. And 50 Cent just didn't care. He treated his son like he was a stranger. And, you know, that's because 50 Cent can feel your energy and he knows that you don't care about being his son. You just care about the optics, about being able to go public and talk about how bad your father was to you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm pretty sure we've all may or may not have had issues with our fathers. But when you get older, you realize that those issues don't mean anything, because at the end of the day, they are your parents. You are their children. There's no reason to have issues with them. None.
This shit is wild. This is 50 right here. I don't even know what this is.
He's a son's.
Hey,
he's a son's
I'm
man.
outside the house at the front door. I came to the front door, then the lights went off. What's up? He says, you lying. You outside? LOL? LOL, you front. I saw you look out the window. Good luck in life. You gonna need it. God. You know, nigga, this is in 2013. This is 10 years later. This nigga don't have this nigga has zero like heart to be like, nah, I miss my son. Damn, I used to change his diaper. I used to be cuddling with my son. I used to like carry him around in my arms. Was he on the cover of one of 50's album? Like, 50 don't give a fuck. I've never seen some shit like this. Look at this. Then Marquis said, yo, LOL, you fronting hard body now. How you gonna see me when I'm in the basement? Fuck you. Oh, shit.
See what I mean? You know? I'm telling you, man, listen. 50 Cent sees what you're doing. Like, these text messages are being put out here to make, I guess, I don't know who put them out. Did 50 put them out? Did Marquis put them? Marquis probably put them out to make them look bad. But 50 just doesn't care. Like, when you cross people enough times, they're not going to forgive you, and they're going to treat you like you're the enemy. You got to understand that.
You are your mother's child.
If Marquis was 16 at the time, then that would mean that him and his mother and sister were all living in Atlanta when he was a teenager. So he was getting $6,700 a month while living in Atlanta. He wasn't in New York. So what is this dude talking about, making it seem like that money wasn't reaching in New York? Brother, you were in Atlanta by the time you were 16.
Cute. Nah, bro. Nah. This is different. Nah, this is different right here. Nah, this is hella different right here, bro. Holy shit. These are real text messages too. This is crazy. Was there more? You see.
Yeah, I do need the bleep button, man. I need to get the bleep going on these videos, man.
Oh, no, there was more.
That's why I got to put a disclaimer. I put a disclaimer. You might want to put your earphones in if you have them. You know, you don't want to be playing this loud and you got other people in the room or in the house, because they might be like, what is this? Oh, my God. What is he saying? Is he cursing?
Hold on. By the way, all the blogs call it abusive text messages. Okay. Look, somebody says, fuck you. All I want is a gift, like your mother and your ungrateful sister. Delete my number. You never call. What the fuck? I'm supposed to call you to give you. He said, you never call. What the fuck? I'm supposed to call you to give you something? Sorry. Oh, I guess this is when Marquise reached out to him like, oh, my birthday passed here, but what's up with the gift? So he's like, yo, fuck you, nigga. All you want is fucking gifts. You're like your mom and your ungrateful sister. And he said, delete my number. Then he says, you never call. What the fuck? Am I supposed to call you to give you something? Then Marquis says, well, if you feel that way, I don't care about no gift. It's just thought that means the most. Cap. You see, he grown now. It wasn't the thought. It's the 6,700, brother. That means the most. Remember that this money ain't everything. 50 says, I don't have to make excuse for anything. I'm a grown-ass man, boy. You talking about money ain't everything. You're right. But when you don't have any, you're going to understand why I work so fucking hard. That shit hitting? Yo, that shit hitting like a hot knife going through butter right now, bro. That line, go replay Marquis' head. You talk about money ain't everything. You're right. But when you don't got none, you going to understand why I work so hard. I'm done texting you. Delete.
Elia, your supervisor called you to the office. Damn. Tell him that you turned it to the wrong channel. You tuned into the wrong channel. Tell it was random. Or tell them they can tune in to the live stream. Make sure they like the stream, though. You know.
My number. Then he says, thank you. And you know, damn, well, you ain't come out here to see, but if that's what you want to stick to, then I'm sorry. And I know why you work hard. Okay, God bless. I kind of feel bad for Marquise a little bit, bro. But I guess you can't really talk tough to your pops, right? Like, and y'all ever talk tough to your, because, yo, 50's tell him, fuck you. Like, the only thing 50 didn't tell him is, like, suck a dick. Oh, this was like, I'm tired of calling you. Why don't you call me? And please, I can't wait to hear this excuse. Good luck with your life, man. I tried to come talk to you. You didn't have me come all the way out there if you didn't want to see me, you little shithole. He said, it's cool. I never go out my way again. You disrespectful motherfucker. He said, you never do. I don't know, not father.
He said, Jay, why do you got people risking it all at work? Ain't that what it's about? All or nothing? It's about all or nothing, right? Listen, we have to get to the meat of this. These are actual messages between a father and his son. So there's going to be swearing. I'm pretty sure y'all have been cussing out people through text messages. You know, if somebody was to read it out loud, you know what it is, right? And that's what's going on here, man. 50's talking to his son like, you know, he's just another N-word from his old neighborhood that he don't like.
That doesn't even call their son for his birthday or get him a gift. He said, you are your mother's child. I don't have a son anymore. Oh, my God. Yo. God damn. He says, you're big enough to know better. So fuck you. Yo. I'm going to be honest with you. Listen, God forbid 50 ever passes away, Marquise gonna show up to that funeral just to make sure he died, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Yo, this shit will fuck up a kid, bro. I'm telling you. This will talking to a son. I'm telling you, if these are the memories he has of 50, now granted, I don't know the full story, but bro, I'm telling you, like, anybody who has a father, my father passed, you remember every interaction with that motherfucker, bro. Every interaction. You remember it, and you almost judge him for it. And you kind of also judge him on how you were treated, how you were perceived, how he was there for you. And damn, again, there's probably much more messages because this is what Marquise and his mom put to the court. So this was in court. Okay?
Of course.
So they put these messages out in court.
Of course they're going to take them to court. That's what the mother does. You know, when she's trying to get more money or trying to embarrass him, that's what she wants.
She has you, and I'll make another.
She needs to go out there and work so she don't need child support.
Don't text me ever again. Yo, Marquise, the nigga was right. He got a new son. Yo. Yo, 50 is something else, bro. I'm gonna go back to those in a second. But have you seen 50's Instagram, bro? Oh, let me see if there's anything else. Okay. And then we read. Okay. This is 50 and his new son, bro. Y'all gotta see this. 50 loves his new son more than Air, nigga. And you could tell. I guarantee this kid, like, he's growing up. He's probably learned. He probably never even met his brother, which is Marquis. I don't know. That kid probably learned the one cardinal rule. Never turn on fifth. Not for your mama.
That's a fact.
Not for nobody, nigga. Yo, look at the caption this nigga Fifth put this. Oh shit. That's your mommy over there with Puff. LOL. Remember what I told you the other day? These bitches be crazy. Shaking my head. This is what he put up, right? This is what he put up after Diddy 50 Cent baby mama. So Diddy supposedly is like back.
So I basically get the gist of that and why I played that. I just wanted y'all to see that. Now, let's see. Let's go to the young man's social media. And I want y'all to see something, right? He wants to show people that, he's living a good life. Let's check this out right here, right? See, that's stacks of money right there that he's showing. All right? 50 Cent's 13-year-old son, Marquis, planning to open online sneaker store. This was April 16th of 2011, as you can see. All right. That's him holding more stacks of money. Why he's doing this, I have no idea. No idea why he is holding stacks of money. This might be prop money. So a bunch of ones, it looks like. Got a bunch of ones for whatever reason. Are you going to the script club? Is that why you got all them ones? Unbelievable. When y'all see these stacks, just know it's probably a bunch of ones. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the young man seems to be doing okay. I don't think he's struggling, but I do think he needs to stop caring about child support and move on. It's all, only people that think about child support is the women that were getting it. The children shouldn't care about child support once they turn 18, because once you turn 18, the money is cut off. The money is cut off. Look at this. This is another one. Look at him. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can see. Y'all see him doing the money phone. What is wrong with these males? This is in 2018. What is it with these people and doing the money phone? Yeah, it looks like prop money. 2,000 worth of ones. Hollywood. See, that's him with Floyd Mayweather. Y'all know 50 and Floyd Mayweather had issues, but look at what he did back in 2018. More money phone with ones. Come on, man. I guess he's trying to prove something to us. This is the entitled post. This is in the thumbnail right here. This is in the thumbnail. So y'all can see the Instagram post there. Entitled. All right. He says, Nah, Jake, child support cut off at 22 in New York and Connecticut. Okay, so he was getting it. I thought I saw, okay, so he got child support through, but he wasn't in New York, though. He was in Atlanta. I did see where his mother tried to get it extended, and she wasn't. So I'm trying to make sure I have everything right. Did he get it through 22? Y'all can let me know about that. I'm not 100% sure. I probably knew and forgot. Who knows? This is how much I cared. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all think $6,700 is so much money, someone tell my pops I will pay him $6,700 for 24 hours of his time so we can do everything I ever wanted to do with him as a kid. Red, yellow, green, whatever color he liked. Okay. So he's doing a little bit, I guess, of trolling. I don't know how this is productive, Marquise. This is a way to make things worse between you and your dad. Yeah, 15,000 idiots. Yep, like the post. Him putting that entitled, he's only stating the obvious, man. You see, to be a man, to be a man, to be able to go out here and do it on your own is what a man is. A man does not complain about stuff he cannot control. You could not control how much child support you were getting. So why would you even dwell on that? You move on. You go and make your own money, your own legacy. You could change your last name. You don't have to be Marquise Jackson. You could be whatever you want to be, Marquise. But this whole issue that you have with your father, it stems from, I think, you feeling like he didn't love you enough and he wasn't in your life enough, but was also the brainwashing of your mother. That's why a lot of children should not listen to their mothers when it comes to their fathers, because real moms don't sit there and try to put nonsense in their children's head to turn them against the father. You're not a real mother if you're trying to raise your children to hate their father. You're messy. And you don't know the ramifications of trying to ruin these children's relationship with their father. You don't understand that matters. He's 50 Cent's flesh and blood. He looks just like him. They're always going to be connected to each other. And I believe one day Marquise is going to figure that out. Maybe when he has a child, he figures that out. It's not easy being a father, especially when you have your child's mother is bitter and feels like she's owed something. You got to be careful out here. A lot of men should not listen to their mothers. Stay out of your parents' beef, because it has nothing to do with you. And they're not telling you the 100% truth. They're going to make it to where he's the bad guy. He doesn't love them. Look at what he's done for them, even though he put them in $1 million home, $2 million home. Stop listening to your mothers. They don't have your best interest at heart. They're sabotaging you. That's what they're doing. You can love both your parents. You don't have to take sides. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Whatever issues your parents got going on, it has nothing to do with you. But you need to understand that. So hopefully you do. Shout out to everybody that's here. I appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to Black Yankee.
The mother turned Marquise against 50.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She sure did. Because she felt like she was in some sort of war with 50 Cent. And she used the son ultimately to try to get one over. These women don't care about their children. They really don't. They only care about themselves and winning the argument. That's all they care about. You should care about how your children are raised. You should care about the things that they go through. Making sure they have a functional relationship with their parents. Shout out to Van Bivens.
Do you think they'll ever solve what's going on without his mom? Thank you for your support as well, Jay. All gems. Why, Jay? Why? Lol.
Appreciate it, man. Maybe.
She knows Jay. They just don't care.
Right, Jamie. Appreciate that. They just want their money, right? They just want their support. That's what they want.
Just wanted to drop this as a show of support.
Thank you, Elijah. Appreciate that support. And thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. I think that's pretty much it. I feel like I said all I need to say. Y'all can continue the conversation in the comment section. But this is going on in real time. You have a lot of these single mothers who are not raising their children properly. And of course, you have to be careful who you choose. But 50 Cent wasn't famous and rich when he got with his baby's mother. He was trying to get there, and it fell apart. And she saw the success he had, and I think it made her even more upset. But yeah, you do need to choose better, especially when you have your shit together. You should definitely have an advantage. If you're somebody that don't really have yourself together, I think it's different. When you have yourself together, you definitely need to choose better because you don't have room for error. You really don't. But you definitely want to be careful of getting involved with people who are nothing more than sabotagers, who's going to be a burden on you. Marquise should have never been pitted against his father. And you know what's the sad part is that when Marquise's mother sees him, she's reminded of 50 Cent and that situation not working, the bitterness that she has. Let's say Marquise loved his dad and didn't turn on him. She probably would have mistreated him for that. Because you do have women that if they can't brainwash their children against the father, they'll try to hurt the children. That's why I tell y'all, these heifers are unstable. They want to win at all costs. And they will sacrifice anybody to gain that objective. That's why they're dangerous. So shout out to everybody that's here. Thank y'all for being here. Shout out to the moderators and channel members. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the super chatters, the donators, the patrons, the t-shirt buyers, the people that share my content, that's not afraid to share my content, that actually supports me. Thank you. All right. I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care and have a good rest of your night. All right.